We are going to Sage up in here. Hey, everyone. Hey. I can't see anything. Oh, gosh, my goodness gracious. Hey, guys. I can't see your. Well, I could play around with this, but I can't play around with anything else. All right. Hey, Jane. Hey, Mandy. How are you? I am not in the best mood these days, especially since, some haters want to hate, right? So it's a very important time to protect your energy, guys. The devil energy is very potent right now. Sorry. Damn it. It's like they don't want us to do the work that we're supposed to be doing. I'm just going to sage the room before we begin. How is your day going? Yeah, I'm learning I'm trying to learn, how to detach myself. And usually I'm really, really good at it. And I feel like there's like this devil energy in the air where it's trying to, derail us from our true path and from focusing on what is important. And it's all for a reason, right? It's really testing our capability. Hey, Asha, how are you? It's testing our capability of focusing on our true purpose. So I had posted something on my community tab, and hey, Tracy. Oh, welcome. Welcome. It's your first time on my chat. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So I posted something on my community tab, and at this point, I can't even access it. I can't even see it. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what people are saying. I have zero access to that post. Um, it is what it is. I guess I'm not meant um, to know. You said I just got a notification from YouTube saying that I have so many likes on that specific post and whatever. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I need to surrender and leave it be, leave it up to the universe. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, you don't know. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube too. Like, this is weird. I don't know how to just get things out of the way, and things are just testing me, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know. Okay. Top chat. Like, I don't know what's going on here. My whole screen is just full of things popping up. Anyway, um, you get all my readings. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So in the last live that I was on, I basically was answering people's, questions, and was asking for like just a small donation, just because I feel like I've been putting a lot of effort and energy into readings. And I was doing weeklies at one point, weekly readings, and that drained the fuck out of me. And as you may know, well, the ones who follow me on a regular basis, um, I work during the day. Like, I have to support myself, and doing two jobs at this point, this is what I'm doing. And I specifically chose this lifestyle this year because I want to follow my passion. I want to follow my calling. However, my calling right now is not paying the bills. So for me, I felt like I was guided to this um energy exchange where, I'm giving readings constantly. And I mean, I'm just asking for a small donation that pisses people off. And people don't understand that this type of work requires a lot of energy, a lot of time, and we have other things to do and we have bills to pay, and like it's not easy. And my chat just disappeared. Okay. So, it's only been 5 months. This is what I was being reminded of last night by spirit. I was super exhausted last night. I went to bed, it was like 9:30. I had taught during the day and today too. So they were telling me, like, it's only been since end of May or beginning of June that you've been on. So you got to give yourself time. So I'm trying to give myself time. So a part of the lesson for me is being patient and not getting so triggered by these, minimal details. But at the same time, it does affect me. It affects my mood. It affects my energy level. And I mean, today was fine. I was okay. It's just, doing the two jobs for me is it's taking a lot. So this is why I am asking for small donations for people, who just have a small little question. And it's, super quick and easy that way. I lost you guys again. And people just want to take. And it's very indicative of where they're at in their journey. And it's also showing who is at a level of consciousness that, is able to bring in this energy of healing and of acceptance and of gratitude. So people who are showing a lack of gratitude, you really know where they're at in their vibration. So then I was thinking, I'm like, I don't like a lot of the comments that people post, and this is not the, my channel for me was a way of empowering people, especially women. Just because in the last few years, I went through hell on earth, I lost you guys once again. And, since my early 20s, I jumped from one relationship to another and never really had gave myself the chance to really just sit with my energy and sit by myself and really think about what it is that I want. And I felt like everything that I've been through, in the last few years with, ex relationships has led me to this moment, has prepared me for this moment. So I'm not a person right now who's stuck in the past, who's stuck on exes, who's stuck on. So I'm trying to find a way to read cards, and I really want to bring in people who want to follow my light, who want to follow me on my path. And I don't want to focus. I mean, if the path comes up, right, in readings, we need to address it. But I feel like a lot of the comments I've been getting, in the monthly readings, in the weekly reading, in the last few weekly readings I've been posting, have been really off and like strange and not aligned with who I am at all, not aligned with my vibration at all. And it kind of makes me feel like, am I doing it right? Am I doing this thing right? So it's like we're constantly reflecting, and I think this is what Pluto's doing at the same time, because Pluto is coming direct, and so many planets have been in retrograde, and then with this new moon, it's like opening up something in everyone's life, new aspects. So like this cycle has closed out, and now a new one is opening up, and things are being revealed. And some things that are being revealed are not nice, are not to my liking. So I just need to figure out a way how to, I guess, approach this channel in a way that really speaks to me. So I'm someone who likes to think a lot, and I got my moon in Pisces, so I'm very deep that way, and my Mercury's in Pisces, so I'm like, I get lost in different directions. So it's hard for me sometimes to focus. But yeah, all that to say is that I'm just, I don't know, I was feeling a little disappointed. And I see other tarot readers that are making such a difference with their messages. And it's like they inspired me to do what I'm doing, and they continue to inspire me. Whereas, you see other tarot readers too, like they're going through something, and their messages repeat themselves. Like, it's simply because I don't resonate with them, but you see that it's always the same storyline, and it carries this low vibrational, this difficult energy that I'm trying to get rid of, honestly. So I don't know about how you guys feel about that. I really do appreciate your support, the ones that are here and tuning in. But yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of energy vampires, and we do need to be aware of that, and we need to address it, and we need to set proper boundaries. So I think there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to start blocking people or removing them, and I did I know at the beginning I was getting some weird people. But I guess I got to continue setting my boundaries. And when we're like channeling, right, during our lives and our readings, we don't see what's going on. So, but I do appreciate my moderators that were there that night with me, because it was weird. It got weird at one point. So, that being said, how are you guys? How is the energy treating you as I sip my water here? I just consider being supportive of spiritual family. I can't right now, but what I can tell you is, oh no, that's it's. I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, no, I get it, Tracy. It's fine. I mean, if you guys can't, that's fine. But there's one thing when you can't. Hi, Black Tree. There's one thing when you're honest about, listen, I just can't right now, which is fine. I completely respect that. But it's another thing when people are being very rude and impolite about the fact that I am asking for a donation, and a donation of your choice on top of that. So it's not what I want to project. It's not what I want to, this is not who I am. I'm not a rude person. I'm not, I am explosive sometimes, and I set my boundaries. But at the end of the day, I mean, if people are going to complain and be rude, then I gotta nip that in the bud right away. Yeah, we've been cutting off people. It's the right time to do that, Asha. Good for you. People in the workplace, people within family. Like I've been going through it all in the last 5 6 months. Summer during that eclipse season was really intense, guys. Like, and I feel like healing doesn't stop, and that's what I'm trying to tell people with my messages. Healing is an ongoing journey. We never stop healing. We can't just pretend, okay. And that's another thing, I launched my new bracelets, and that's another thing. People think that, when you purchase something like this that carries very, very high vibrational energy frequencies, I'm not selling this and saying to you and telling you, basically, you buy this and you wear it, your person will magically appear. Okay? This is not what I'm saying. Okay? Crystals carry high vibrational energy frequencies. Now, if you know a little bit about crystals, and if you carry them with you, and if you have them on your desk, like the way I do here, then you know that every single crystal has its own property, has its own meaning behind it. So it helps us to resonate with that energy. And I remember at the beginning of my journey, my spiritual journey, which was a few years ago, but with crystals, I have to say a year ago, when I met my friend from Madra HJ. She's a Reiki practitioner and she's a crystal therapist and a meditation teacher. She introduced me to crystals. I was very drawn to her crystal necklace. And as soon as I bought that jewelry without really knowing what it will do, things started to change in my life. Like for sure, I got triggered. For sure, things came in, at a very fast speed, and healing wanted to take place. I really feel like it accelerates your healing. But that doesn't mean that life's going to be beautiful and that there's going to be magic in the air all the time. Like, we're not living in a freaking fairy tale, guys. We have to learn how to take these things with a grain of salt and be like, okay, whatever tool, because these are all tools, it opens you up to a higher vibration. So if I buy a crystal or a bracelet or a necklace and I'm drawn to it and I carry it, then that magic will happen within you. And whatever aspect or whatever circumstance you're living, it's going to invoke something within you. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, people sometimes are just, I guess, not awakened. They're not woke. They're not at our level of understanding, which is fine. But I'm here to awaken the collective for the ones who want to follow me, of course. So all that being said, like, this is what I'm here for. Whoever, wants to follow me follows me, and that's it. And if I lose followers, that's fine too. I mean, for me, last night when I went to bed, I heard that in my head, like, it's quality over quantity right now. You are speaking, you are a channel of the divine. So you have to speak messages that are true to who you are. And if people don't want to follow that, then that's on them. I'm not going to force people, like the way I act in my daily life. I don't force people to be my friend. I don't force people to go out with me. I don't force you to call me. Like, I'm not chasing people here. I'm not in the business of chasing. I'm a very independent woman. I live alone. I make my own rules. I pay my own bills. Like, this is it. This is me. So if you want to vibe with that, then that's great. But if you're someone who lives by different set of belief systems and rules, then that's great too. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to speak my truth. So yeah, well, that's nice. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I mean, they're always available. They're all in pre-order, and whenever you're ready to pre-order, go ahead. And I mean, they're always available. She makes them as they are being ordered. So I know that when I wear this one, my energy gets a little fired up because of the lava, right? This is the masculine, and the lava is very strong, potent energy, and it does, like, it wakes you up a little bit more. And me being in Aries with that divine masculine being very strong, like, I can't wear this all day. Like, I tried wearing it all day and I was like, crazy. My energy levels were way too high. So this is why you need Howlite. If you're like me, you need to, get centered, and it helps you calm down when you have a problem sleeping. Howlite also helps you with sleep problems. And I carry my tourmaline and the 3 eyes. This one I bought from another tarot reader, actually. And honestly, this is what it is. I support other tarot readers. They support me. It's an energy exchange. It's like it's like carrying a piece of her with me because she's changed my life, or she's been able to inspire me in a sort of way. So I feel like this is where we're going, guys. In 2020, we have to follow our heart. We have to follow people and things that lift us up. And that might not be what you were taught to believe in, unfortunately. Where am I at? Okay. So yeah, there's not a lot of people in the house tonight. Everyone's sleeping or either eating because it's supper time. So I'm going to do a little reading for you guys that have tuned in. Let's speaking of crystals, we're going to be using the Crystal Therapy deck, my new deck. I feel like some of us really need it with this energy, with this intense energy that's coming through, with the new moon and Pluto going direct and all kinds of other things happening. What crystal spirit wants to speak to us this evening? And for the viewers watching later on. Wow, it's beautiful. So this one's called Aqua Aura Quartz. Look at that. Aqua Aura Quartz. Okay, we need some Aqua Aura Quartz, guys. All right, let's see what she has to say. Aqua Aura Quartz. Number 6. What does she have to say? Connecting to infinite potential. A renewed sense of purpose, wonder, and awe. Okay, the message here says, the Earth is only one planet within a solar system, within a massive galaxy that itself is a mere speck within a vast universe. However, how awesome is it to recognize the power we all have when we choose to see ourselves as part of this incredible creation. And when we tap into the universal consciousness that continually generates love and guides us with the wisdom of the ages. So this is what we're doing, right? We're tapping into the universal consciousness that continually generates love and guides us with the wisdom of the ages. The appearance of this crystal is a message to you to cease your cynicism and worry and open your heart to the wonder that is your life. How unlikely we all are, and yet we are here. Drink in the magic of life in your body on this planet and let yourself be filled with wonderment. Open yourself to healing in its many forms as the universal consciousness eternally creates new beginnings and generates abundance. Today is a day to appreciate the magic that is everywhere. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so I think it really goes with what I was saying. I mean, isn't March an aquamarine stone? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but this is not aquamarine. This is Aqua Aura Quartz. Yeah, there's a little bit of aquamarine in that one. So for relationship issues, if you are having relationship issues, it says, there are 8 billion people on this planet, yet soulmates somehow find each other. Friends and lovers show up in the most unexpected places, and love makes itself known just as you are beginning to doubt that it is out there for you. Aqua Aura Quartz spirit message to you today is to become childlike with wonder. Believe in magic. Believe in the power of love to find its way to you, no matter how dark the hour. For love is everywhere, and you have not been forgotten. Open to the love that the universal consciousness wants you to feel in every cell of your body and every particle of your being, for you are the stuff of stars. So you are filled with magic within you. And so this is what, we're trying to say with crystals. It's like, it's very powerful stone, but it's even more powerful if you connect with it. And it's by going within and finding that energy to connect with this stone is where your vibration opens up. So when our vibration is at a level of belief, when we believe in an infinite amount of possibilities, then that's where opportunities come to us. We become a magnet for opportunities. So it starts by believing, and it starts by changing our state of mind. That is for sure. They say that freedom is a state of mind. If you're not free in here, then you can't ever find freedom without. It starts from within ourselves, within our minds. So, my goodness, there's not a lot of people tonight. It's not an easy night. Hi, Rudy. So on that note, guys, I'm going to head out because it is getting late and I need to go eat a bit of supper. So it's just like a little quick chat. Hopefully this message helped you in some way this evening. I will try to come live tomorrow and maybe give some more personal readings. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I've been getting a lot of weird questions that have been kind of like, ugh. Just to like to remind you guys, I'm an empath, right? I feel out the cards, I connect with them. I don't know, some people think that I see things. I'm not sure. I'm not a clairvoyant, although I would love to be. I do have crazy dreams, but right now, like, I'm not psychic. I can't tell you from a range of weeks of when you're gonna meet your soulmate. I don't have that power, and I don't think a lot of people have that power, to be honest with you. I've gone to see some clairvoyants and tarot readers in the past, and they weren't able to tell me anything specific. And for a reason, because sometimes this information is being hidden from us because it's part of our lesson, it's part of our journey. We signed this, we agreed to this in the 5D before we came into this vessel, this 3D body. So by telling you in how many weeks are you going to meet your soulmate, it just defeats the purpose of all of this. So it's, you got to use your intuition and you got to use your common sense when it comes to certain things. So no, I cannot see things for you. I can't even see them for myself. I can't tell you numbers. I can't. I mean, I can see what spirit wants us to know, what spirit wants you to know, but sometimes things are hidden for a reason. Things are protected for a reason because it's part of your purpose. It's part of your journey to uncover these things as you go along and as you learn your lessons. A lot of people here, they think that life is just supposed to be super easy. Yeah, so she had a problem. Cool. Thanks, Rudy, for tuning in while you're on your way home. So anyway, people think that it's super easy and you can like just know exactly what's coming for you, which is completely false, guys. We're here because we're supposed to learn certain lessons, probably lessons that we're still carrying from our past lives. And a lot of them have to do with generational trauma, ancestral trauma, wounding from our past lives. And if you're really into astrology, you can look up your North Node. And this is something I was doing before. The North Node is telling you what your purpose is in this life. What are you supposed to learn in this life? So it'll really tell you a little bit about like where you're headed, like what you're supposed to be focusing on, which for me makes complete sense. When I read it, I was like, yeah. And for me, it's like I'm exactly at the right place where I'm at in my life. This is like it describes exactly where I'm at. And maybe for some of you it'll be different. I don't know. It all depends on your north node. Okay, the south node is your past lives, so what you're trying to shed and release, and the north node is where you're headed towards in this life, what you came here to achieve. So sometimes people like they're so stuck on something. Like, no, I need to get married by this date at this age, and I have to have this number of kids. And it's like you're too stuck on it. And then what happens is that they start experiencing like 1,000 tower moments in their life, and they're like, but why is it all happening to me? You get into this victim like mentality, and you're like, well, you're not the only one in this world that is experiencing tower moments, number one. And number two, tower moments and death moments, the death card, are amazing energies to work with because the energies, the universe is actually helping you. And I know it doesn't seem that way because in the moment you're in a shitstorm. You know, when I left my ex, I was in a shitstorm. Like I was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving," but leaving had consequences, right? It was difficult. I had to find a moving truck, and I had to spend more money, and like I had just moved in with him, and it was a shitstorm. It was like, where am I going? You know, like I just moved in and now I'm moving out. Things are not working, but I felt that. I felt that it was necessary. It needed to be done because I was not going to come out of that alive. That relationship was going to kill me. That's how deep in my bones I felt that it was not right. So you have to just allow things to happen. Shit hits the fan, allow it to happen. And you just sit there and you basically feel it out and feel what it is that you need to feel. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't know how to feel their emotions, don't know how to feel. You know, you got to feel it to heal it. And this is what you'll hear a lot of people say in the spiritual community. If you suppress your emotions and you internalize them, well, then how the hell are you supposed to ever have a relationship that is built on trust and receptivity? Like you want someone to be open to you. You don't want to be open about your own feelings with yourself. So this is what I want to preach on my channel. I'm being very real. The energies are fucked up. So if you don't align with those energies and you're constantly like, but why is this happening to me? You know, and I know a lot of people out here, I don't know about where you guys live, but they come to me and they're like, why is this happening to me? Like to me, out of all the people, like to people, okay, but to me? So, sorry, I'm getting a call. So it's like, you look at people and you're like, you know, who are you? You know, like get off your high horse. Stop being so entitled. You're a human being just like everyone else. And it's okay. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to feel like you're out of control. And that's another thing, people don't know how to embrace these situations that veers them off track and like, oh my God, I'm out of control. I have zero control of where the hell I'm going, what I'm doing. It's for a purpose. It's for a purpose. So me being an Aries, I had to learn this the hard way. Hi, Jay Akazi. I'm not sure what your name is. I think that's why I haven't been in a long-term relationship, or it's just not the right one. Absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, Asha, I've been in so many long-term relationships ever since I was in my early 20s. I'm now in my 30s. And it doesn't mean, I mean, long-term, short-term, or whatever. I mean, you know, if it's meant to be, it will show up, you know, and yeah. Trump my joy. Okay, Trump my joy needs to go. I don't know what you're referring to. Okay. So it seems like I'm always in a storm, but things always work out one way or another. Things have been smooth. Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's all about self-awareness, Rudy, and it's not easy in the moment. But I think it's all about self-awareness and looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, you know, it's fine. I'm human. I reacted this way, or this person reacted this way. What is it about my ego that I'm projecting here? And the ego wants you to always be in control. That's the problem. And being an Aries, I don't know if you're an Aries, Rudy. You know, we rule the ego. You know, Aries is the ego. So, yeah, there's a lot of fuckery going on, guys. I'm telling you, the devil energy. Thank you, William. That's really nice. That's really kind. Thank you. Hi, Maria. Hi, Maria. Oh, Maria, I just popped in. No problem. You can go back and rewatch the beginning. It's just me talking about my experience right now. Yes, Rudy, I remember you from the very, very beginning. Now it's coming back to me. I'm so glad that we have y'all getting these people out there. Here, yeah, Tracy, for sure. We have to raise awareness, and this is why, if you have been through experiences and you learn from your experiences, then it's time to share them. It's time to share them. It's time to open up. And this is another thing we don't do in our culture, in my culture anyway, is that God forbid you talk about your experiences, because we all need to, pretend like our lives are fucking perfect. This is exactly what Saturn, Pluto, the South Node in January 2020 is going to pretty much tell people it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. Um, hmm. So we need to basically release control over things that we have no control over. We don't know what's coming. All we can do is be aware of our energy internally, be aware of our environment, and set the right boundaries when people disrespect us. That's all we can do. We cannot predict the future. So getting back to this issue is I have a lot of people, asking me very specific questions, and I can't, Spirit doesn't even want to tell me things, guys. I can't pinpoint on what day, in what year, in how many days, in how many weeks are you going to meet your soulmate. All I can do, what I am meant to do right now, this is my mission, is to help you get aligned with a better vibration. So if you're still running after a person who hasn't communicated, who hasn't shown you any sign of life, hasn't giving you any respect by coming forward and saying, hey, listen, things didn't work out, I'm sorry. If someone is not able to come to you middle point like that, you gotta go. You gotta let this shit go, guys. There's no point in dragging this person into your life when they're showing you in 1,000 different ways that they don't want to be with you. And there is obviously someone better out there. But if your energy is always stuck in that energy of when is he coming back? When is she coming back? When are they calling me? I still love them. Girl, boy, that's not love. People who disrespect you like that, that's far from love. Love doesn't disrespect that way. So this has a lot to do with your family wounding, eh? So if your family took a lot of shit, if your mother took a lot of shit, your father took a lot of shit, people pleasing issues from your past, this is what you came here to heal, and this is what Spirit is trying to tell you to heal. But you keep holding on. You keep holding on to people, places, and things that just want you to basically wait for them. We're not waiting, people. We're not waiting. And if you're an Aries, we don't wait. I'm freaking impatient, number one. Okay. So I don't wait for people, especially if they're like motherfuckers that have zero good intentions. Rhonda, so hi Rhonda, how are you? Absolutely, Rhonda. If you exactly, guys. So it's important to feel. It really is. You're responsible. You're responsible for your actions. That's it. They're responsible for theirs, and you're responsible for yours. You can't control other people's actions. You can't force someone to love you. Just there, that's low vibrational. And I don't think that's what you want. But unconsciously, you keep attracting that into your life because you're still attached. You're still attached to this idea that you don't want to be alone. So you're just going to settle for, any Tom, Dick, or Harry that's in front of you. You can't do that, guys. You can't. Okay, Tracy, so you're saying you have spiritual gifts. You have multiple gifts. And it's very hard when you're walking on the spiritual path because your intuition starts opening up and you start feeling so many different things. And you start to you start to question people's motives, question people's thoughts, And when they come to you, you're like, well, why are you asking me this? Like, I've gotten triggered all summer long, and not within YouTube, probably within YouTube a little bit, but not so much as now, because people are being, rude as fuck. But more like within, my family, my circle, and it's like I had to cut so many people out of my life. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it triggered a lot of people. It really did. People think that just because they're family, that you're supposed to give them a pass all the time. No. No, I'm not giving anyone passes. And it triggered a lot of people, and it still triggers people. So I'm just trying to get people to understand that acting a way that is against who you are, against your integrity, that compromises your integrity, is wrong. It's wrong. If someone is abusive in an emotional way and makes you feel like crap, like you don't know how many things I witness within my own family. I don't even have to go that far. Just because I started opening myself up spiritually. But at the same time, it's like as if I have to close my eyes sometimes, because I can't intervene every 2 seconds. Like, it's very exhausting. And as a lot of you may know, I teach during the day, and I'm a substitute teacher, so it's just so freaking tiring. It's like, can people just behave? That's my issue. But no, people can't just behave, right? I'm still trying to get over this one. So basically, hi Melanie. The thing is, there's still an energetic bond between you two. There has to be a way for you to cut this energetic bond. You have to figure out a way. Why are you so attached? Where's that attachment coming from? That codependency issue. Look at what happened in your childhood, your parents, or your parental figures, whoever was in your life at that time in your childhood. Going back to your childhood really makes us understand why we become so codependent in our adult life. And for me, my last breakup was like the epitome of like it was a shitstorm. So that's when I said, this is enough. I'm going to see a therapist. And this therapist was like younger than me. She was so cool. She was she had a very modern approach to psychology, which I really, really loved. She was very open about her life with me. And remember, she's younger than me, so she's going through probably the same issues as I am and as you guys are. So she gave me homework that was really like fitted exactly what I needed at that point in time a year ago. And that's what opened me up, I have to say. And at that point, I surrendered. Literally, it was like the worst tower moment of my life, and I had experienced tower moments prior to that, but this one was like impactful. And so maybe this is what I tell people, like sometimes it takes 20,000 tower moments for you to be like, wake up call, okay, something's not right. I am not on the right fucking path. I gotta do something. And then as soon as you like surrender and like literally I raise my hands up in the air and I'm like, I'm done. Show me the way. I don't know where I'm going. Show me the freaking way. I got a therapist. I opened myself up to getting help. And that's, another thing our culture doesn't, help us open up to, because it stigmatizes mental health. Well, we're just having a talk, ARM 2010. So if you're not into it, then just click off. I don't know. We're just having a talk here, a spiritual talk. So as soon as I decided that, so maybe that's what it's going to take for you, Melanie. Maybe you should sit with your thoughts and your feelings and be like, when is enough enough? When am I going to get tired of feeling like this? Because at one point we all get tired of feeling unappreciated, zero reciprocation. It's enough. When is enough enough? And maybe you haven't hit that point where enough is enough yet, unfortunately. But for me, that's what it was. I needed that that last tower moment. Oh, you're lost in your relationship. Okay, we were not following, my dear. When is enough enough? And when you hit that point, you go, okay, I need help. Where can I get, and then you start opening up to people and situations and things that resonate with your energy. Because I told myself I am done. I am done with assholes. I am done with people just taking me for a ride, people manipulating my thoughts, making me feel bad when I didn't do anything very, harmful. I'm done, 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 done. As soon as I decided that, the right people came to me. Like I just found them. So my dear friend Sabrina from Matcha HJ, the one who helped me create the bracelet, calling me your person, she was the first one that I discovered at my yoga lounge. She gave me Reiki, and I had no idea what I was walking into. Reiki is so healing. Crystals. I was just open. I was like, give it to me. Give it to me. I need it. I started reading up on spirituality, and I was always very into tarot, and I knew how to read a little bit of it, but not as well as today. So I started watching tarot readers, and it just got me into this new state of mind. I was like, oh my God, I've been doing things so wrong for the last 10 years. Like, where has this world been? So maybe it takes that tower moment, that final tower moment, to be like, okay, I'm done. I need things to change. Where are the real people at? You know? But it sometimes you need an experience. You need bad experiences to get you to this point. It's not just magic. Oh, I'm healed. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately, and it's painful. So I really hope that this, yeah, she's Aries. I hope that this works out for you. And it just takes time sometimes. It takes time to get aware with the issues that we have. What are you still dragging? What are you still holding on to? And why do you believe that there's no other love out there? Because you are love. If you're love, then you're going to attract love. So by holding on to something that's not love, is affirming to yourself that I don't deserve love. No, I don't deserve love. I'm attached to this crappy person or this crappy situation because I don't deserve love. And obviously this is all happening unconsciously. You're not really saying it, obviously, but it's all unconscious, guys. You can feel it. Yeah, I mean, if you shared a bond together, then telepathically you can still feel their energy. And it just means that healing still needs to take place. I mean, the whole summer I was feeling my ex's energy, and he was probably feeling mine, and I was dreaming about him. But I mean, again, you have to practice discernment. Just because we dream about our ex, it doesn't mean that they're the one. Like people, like they take things so seriously and literally, like, oh my God, I had a dream. I think we're going to get back together. What are the signs telling you? How do you feel about that? For me, it was like, okay, I was getting all these dreams, and I'm like, okay, healing still needs to take place. And for me, yes, now I'm a little bit better. I've been really working on some issues. And I tell a lot of people what still triggers you. Because if you don't take care of what still triggers you now that you're single, you're going to jump from one relationship to another, carrying over those issues that trigger you. It could be a completely different person, completely different face, completely different nationality, whatever. But wherever you go, you're going to carry that pattern with you. So what is it that you're like, you're doing something and something triggers you and you're like, oh my God, I gotta get this issue fixed. Like, I can't be like this in a relationship. This is toxic. So cycle, and more cycle, jump off the wheel. Get off that hamster wheel. And yeah, Rhonda, you're right. I think a lot of people get stuck on that hamster wheel because they were conditioned to stay stuck in it. I come from also a family that, they just take, they people please, and then they complain. I guess everyone's like that. I talk about my family a lot because that's the only, example I have, but I've seen it with other people too, with friends. Um, they just they want to make everyone happy, but that's not self-love. What makes you happy? And sometimes saying no and saying what it is that you need and what you want, setting your boundary, is the best love that you can show a person, because it shows them, I love myself, I love who I am, this is what I deserve. Now if you love yourself, then you'll do the same thing for me. It's this mutual respect, but people don't get that. Hi D Thomas, super uncomfortable tire moment, literally just dropped off items to donate connected to a I'm sorry to hear that. She totally broke my heart. Lied and manipulated for 2.5 years. Dark energies near lately. Yeah. And this is what I was saying at the beginning of my live, D Thomas, that the devil energy is very strong. Very strong. Like there's something in the air, and I've seen it with other tarot readers. They picked up on it, and I'm like, oh boy, that's what it is. Like I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay centered, and I'm like, you know what? The best thing to do is to come out here and tell you about it. That's the best I can do. I can't change it. I can't control these devil energies, whether that's at work, whether that's in your friend circle, your family. You can't control these things. She's a Capricorn, and I'm stuck between. It's funny. I feel like I've been through all these situations just so that I can talk about it with you guys. Friends is another issue that I've had in the past. I've had to cut a lot of friends out, a lot of friends, because again, they were disrespectful. When you're the only one reaching out and wanting to go out and being there and supporting, at one point you kind of get tired when someone doesn't reach out to you and gives you that, like, oh hey, how you doing, talk to me about your problems today, checking up on you. Like there was an unequal amount of effort. And for me, where I'm at in my life, I need friends too, to give me that support. So if friends are not supporting you, then maybe have a discussion with them about how you're feeling. And this is what I did with my last friend that I had to cut off. And I really was disappointed in the sense because she didn't understand what I meant. I felt like we were just on different levels, different levels of understanding. She was in a different place in her life where I wasn't in alone. And it's like when you come from different worlds to start, I feel like it's very hard. Well, for me, I'm talking about my experience. Yeah, friends can be toxic too. I've had my roller coaster rides with friends, and I feel honestly detached. I'm a little bit detached. I've become that type of friend. If you hear me out, then I'll hear you out. I'll give you advice, but I'm not going to chase you if you're not going to chase me. I'm not putting in more effort than you, the way you put effort. Like it has to be equal at this point. I understand everyone's busy, everyone has a life, everyone has responsibilities, but I think if you really care about a person on a friendship level, there's an effort that can be made. So is that your issue, Asha? That's another thing too, Asha, is that you start noticing other people's relationships are bullshit. I'm sorry to say. I see it all the time. I see a lot of codependency in people, but we can't judge, right? But at the same time, these people come to us and want our advice. And I feel like some people are not ready to listen to our advice, because they just want to hear Asha say, well, no, don't worry about it. Your marriage is awesome. No, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. They just want someone to basically fake it and be like, tell me that my marriage is going well so I can feel better about myself. In reality, it's really not going well. And you, Asha, being a little bit more awoke, you catch that resistance. Hi, Rosie. How are you? Yeah. Yes, I agree, Rudy. She's not dealing with energy issues. That's why we codependent. Like, yeah. You want to just walk away. Well, that's what I had to do. I walked away, but I still had the conversation. I work for her husband, so it's hard. Oh, that puts you in a little bit of a predicament. Oh, geez. But I did have, I don't know if that helps anyone, but I did have the conversation with that friend. And I wish her well. Honestly, as a light worker, I wish everybody well. Like for Pete's sake, I don't want anybody to suffer in life. But at the same time, it's like I can't have you in my life if it causes me suffering. My box is falling here. Oh, great, Rosie. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, people can be disrespectful, people. So you really, like, the energies are intense, okay? So pay attention. So what comes up, basically? So this is what I'm going to leave you with, because we're already at 56 minutes and I'm blabbing, and tomorrow I got to go teach teenagers, so I got to have my energies up. Okay, Rhonda, thanks for stopping by. Have a good day at work. Mwah. I love Rhonda. She's awesome. What was I saying? So basically, whatever comes up, guys, if it feels like energy that's like out of whack and weird and toxic, try to figure out where that's coming from. Is that you projecting your fears onto this situation, this person? Or is it just comes out of the blue and you're like, whoa, I didn't see this one coming. But at the same time, we have to ask, what is it teaching me? This is my number one thing. And me being a teacher doesn't mean that I'm not learning. You know, the teacher is always a student. So I'm always learning. And as much as it hurts your ego and you're like, I have to learn this lesson again and again, what's triggering you? What can you learn from this? What part of yourself needs attention, needs care, and really sitting with that. So I don't know if that helps you all for this evening. I don't know about where you guys are, but here it's been raining all day. It's been the gloomiest day. It's really like dark. Totally, Maria. I agree. And I mean, friends are really hard to come by. Very hard to come by. And I feel like right now everybody is going through their own shit. You know, the friends I have, some of them are teachers too, and they go through their own challenges during the day, and some are single, some are not. It's just everyone's going through their thing, and I become so like detached where I don't lose myself in their situation. And this is what I used to do. I don't know if you guys would do that or do that. Like I get lost in the situation, maybe because I'm an empath and my moon in Pisces is just gets lost in people's misery. Whereas now I really protect myself and I surround myself with crystals and I wear crystals and I really tune into the energy of the crystal. And I'm like, no, I need protection. I can't absorb your energy and take it with me, because then I can't be a friend to you. I can't be a good friend to you. I can't do what I need to do to help you. So friends can, they carry their own difficulties, and it's about if they're able to meet you halfway and respect you in that way. And they're really hard to come by. Honestly, for me, it's been very difficult. You're in LA? How's it in LA? God, I wish I could go to LA. Where in LA, Rosie? Raven Montaro, you thought it was just you? No, girl, it's not just you. Welcome to the club. And this is what I'm trying to create within this community. I I want to speak the truth, guys. I don't want to sugarcoat things because sugarcoating things is just going to get you to the same point as before, and it's just going to cause you more misery, and I don't want you to be more miserable. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to be like, "You know what? I don't have all the answers right now, but I'm going to be open to receiving whatever comes to me, and I'm going to try to get aligned with an energy that is suitable, appropriate for the moment. And I'm going to call in what needs to be called in, but I need to get my vibration myself in check before. It's been very hot, triple digits and sunny here in College Station, Texas. Yeah, it's been really hot down there, right? My goodness. It's been the opposite here. It's really cold. Yes, the Pisces, I have to say, drowns my Aries sometimes. Like it gets me lost in a different world. But this is where my intuition and my ability to feel empathic and compassion towards others. It's hard work working on that. You can do work on yourself. Mine was 6 months ago. Yeah, I mean, working on yourself is ongoing, guys, and it's a lot. It can be draining if you're not used to this sort of lifestyle where you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, well, what is it today, spirit? I mean, you have to train yourself to live this certain way, to see things a different way, to look at yourself in the mirror. Takes practice. And it takes getting uncomfortable with it too. Today has been a cooler day. Not so hot like past few weeks. Okay, good. Where in LA? You also had friends that need to be cut out. You see, it's a general theme here. Personal time. So you're a truck driver, Tracy. Wow, you're on the road a lot. Yep, we don't have time anymore. Maybe our lives are so busy. No, well, I mean, people will make time for you if they want to, basically. And you make time for them if they're worth your while. And this takes practice. This takes practice, especially if you're not used to doing this. And I wasn't in the last few years. So it takes learning. And it takes eating a lot of shit from people. And it's like, okay, at one point, enough is enough. I'm not eating any more people's shit. No thanks. Pisces, Aries moon, I never felt more understood. Me too, girl. I mean, I've never felt more understood by people here on YouTube. My subscribers, my followers on Instagram. Like I talk to some of them off YouTube. We talk on Instagram. And I'm like, oh my God, the conversations that I've been having with people like blow my mind. I've never found such a soul tribe in my life. Never. People around me have been so close-minded, and I guess it was a they were part of my journey to teach me something, and it's fine. They can live their life the way they want, but the important thing is that you realize that who you are, and as soon as you accept who you are, you start attracting people who are on your same wavelength. And this is why we attracted each other, basically. And this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to manifest and attract people who are on my wavelength, who want to get better, who want insight about what's going on, about what they can do to improve, about what's going on in the stars, because the stars are completely messing us up and they're influencing us, but they're teaching us so much lessons. So I want to shed light, and whoever wants to, follow my light can follow it, and whoever doesn't, well, doesn't. Okay, Raven Moon, yeah, please do, please, and let's speak, let's talk. Raven Moon Tower, yeah, go ahead and add me. Yeah, absolutely, Asha. You've been helping me so much recently with my craziness on YouTube here. Thank you so much, girl. Absolutely, I'm very, very grateful, guys. Honestly, whoever's watching, thank you so much. So with that being said, guys, it's an hour. Thank you so much for just hanging out here with me and just hearing me talk. I will try to come live tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's a full day of substituting teenagers. So wish me luck. So have a great evening or day, afternoon, wherever you are. Okay, guys, I really appreciate all of you. Take care. Okay. Bye.